Good morning, everyone. It's November the 24th, 2023. As you can see from the title that I've put up, it's quite the problem. And I can't stress enough how it's everyone's problem that with the homeless today, because so many people are falling into the homeless void, if you want to call it. It's like this great big black hole right now that's just swallowing so many people up in it. And it's from all walks of life, unfortunately. So I wanted to just briefly update you a little bit of what I'm seeing around me that's going on right now. The city's, our city council's only been elected for the last year, so they got quite the shock when they came in, and with all the things that the last city council left them with, they've been scrambling very badly. But one of the things that our mayor has done is put up a task force, which should have been done a long time ago from the previous city council on the homeless for certain. And they're trying to come up with solutions too. The city has been working very hard. One of my was mentioning too that they're trying to purchase buildings right now that they can convert into housing. But that again is like 2 or 3 years away because it takes time. Even if you're trying to re-renovate an old building. So, but that's probably one of the quickest methods we have right now. And so this is one of the things, and they're trying to think of other solutions. And our community centers, unfortunately, are being taken up right now with the homeless. The one that I mentioned in a previous video there, that the seniors, which I can understand them being so upset over, is now being converted. They're looking at all different solutions, and including packing people into it with by purchasing bunk beds to put them in. And the ones that I understand that are going in there from last night's news is, if you remember, I was mentioning as well with the mission, the refugees coming into our country right now have landed on the streets after the year's program is up with the government. And the mission has just suddenly got swamped with 200 refugees, roughly. And that's not working out too well with our other people who are already homeless, because I know I've heard complaints of how the refugees get all the beds that are in there, and some of our people are being put on the floor in the chapel because it's so overflowing in there right now. So, but you can't put the refugees in with the homeless either, our regular homeless with the drugs and everything. That's causing some friction as well. So that's not the main solution, but it's a short-term solution to put them in for the winter. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll have that up and running, or at least they're trying to get that going to relieve some of the pressure off our homeless shelters down here in Lower Town. However, this is not the long-term solution for even the refugees, and the federal government has got to step up and help us finance things if necessary. We have government buildings now that they're getting rid of, but again, it's the big condo builders and big expensive apartments that are going to be put in there. So where's the affordable housing? So this, I kind of figured, well, yeah, this is what's going to happen. You know, it's going to be beyond people's ability to pay. So you look at that, that's another difficulty. And as I have explained when I first started this channel, it's very layered, the situation that we have here. And you have to go through layer after layer to understand what's going on. And Julie and I have been trying very hard to help you along with understanding the layers and what these people are going through and what's necessary. And it's not just a big city problem either. In the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of people, homeless people from small towns, die as well in encampments that were outside in the bush. And the small towns are scrambling. Well, what do we do with these people? Where do we put them? So one town's bought a house. They're trying to convert it as fast as they can to provide beds to put people in as quickly as possible. Another one has found another building. They're scrambling. We're all scrambling. Right now, the important thing is the emergency is to make sure that we have these people survive throughout the winter. And that's a very tall order right now because we keep getting more and more people falling into the shelters. They fall under the drug dealers and their influence. And of course, there was a thing on the news yesterday about human trafficking in that, and some people charged here from Ottawa, but we've known this for a while too. This is a main corridor for it, and these people from the shelters and that are getting picked up very quickly and brought into that as well. So that's another big layer as well to sort through. But like I said, I don't have any full answers myself. I know short term we have to make sure that people are alive, if we can keep them alive. But there are going to be those people that, no matter what, are not going to want to be in a shelter. And this is why we have them going into the small towns, because when Julie and I were watching the news, we did recognize a couple of people that are now in a small town that we saw on our streets here in Ottawa. So they're moving around, and they're thinking, and this is part of the thinking that I'm seeing from the homeless and Julie's seeing is, well, we need to get to a small town. We won't be robbed the same. We're going to be better off. But that's not necessarily true. The small towns are really scrambling to put everything together too. So it's the whole country, the whole world right now is having a problem with the homeless, and you add in the natural disasters that we're having as well. That's displacing people too. So we're in for a rough ride, I'm afraid, for quite a while. But hopefully the short-term solution will, by spring, we'll be up and running and trying to get more long-term solutions before we have to cram everyone in again for next winter. So I've got my fingers crossed for that. But I just wanted to give you a little update where things are. We're still working, and there's a lot of work still behind the scenes. I know everyone's working as hard as they can, but I know that with Christmas coming up and New Year's coming up very shortly, there's going to be a break as well. So I wonder how many people are we going to get housed before the break starts, and our governments are going to shut down for the holidays as well. So I just wanted to give you a little brief update of what was going on. Like I said, we're still working behind the scenes. We're still coming together. We're still trying to work out solutions, but hopefully we have something better by spring, at least. So I just wanted to give you a little update where things are right now, but we're still working on it. And everyone, please keep safe, watch your surroundings, and take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. And bye-bye.